Okay, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a coil. You can see my screwdriver, that's the Walmart set. I'm just going to take, I've cut two pieces. This is 22 gauge, kind of hard to work with first time I'm using it. Let's see how this goes. I'm just wrapping it. That's all I'm doing. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing a 9 wrap on this. Okay? And this one here would probably be counted as 10, but I'm going to turn it back. So this is a 9/8 forward wrap right here. 9 on the top. Whoop. I hope you saw all that. Kind of hard to do sometimes on the on camera. Anyway, now I'm just squeezing them together, getting them as tight as I can get them. No big deal. And just the way these are, as screwy as they look, I'm going to put them into the Griffin deck. One in the bottom, one in the top. And I'm just going to push it right as tight as I can get it up to the post. Now I'm going to tighten this down, or at least get it fairly snug. It's kind of really hard to do this shit on camera. Wrong screwdriver side. This goes a lot smoother and a lot quicker and when you're not on camera. Well, it might help if I was on the right screw hole here too. Alright, that's fairly snug on that one. Reverse my screwdriver. And I'm going to snug up this side. Not too tight, just snug. Okay. And I don't know if you can see that very well, but now I'm going to pull it away from the post. Make sure it's not touching on the air channel. And it still looks like shit, right? But that's going to work to put on a mod so we can test it. I'm looking to see what kind of resistance I'm going to get. No point in building two coils if the resistance isn't going to come out right. I'm not really concerned about shorts because I don't build with shorts, and I can see I don't have one. And because I'm saying that, I'm probably going to have a short. So let's turn this on and see what we got. .54. I don't know if you can see that. Whoop. But it is reading .54. Okay. Good enough. Now we can actually leave it on there. Now I take my little side clippers and I'm going to clip these leads. Just as close as I can possibly get them. And you can't see what's going on again. Clip that lead. Remember, these aren't very tight yet. Clip that lead. I like to gather these up and put them right in the garbage. That way they don't fly around and I don't step on them. Okay, that's one. 9 wrap. Well, let's have some fun and do this again. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine wraps. Take this one off. Unwrap it. Now this one came out looking a whole lot better. Well, we'll still squeeze it. Just push it down on there. I'm hoping you can see most of what I'm doing here. Good enough for government work. And this has got a bad end on it. It's got a twist. There we go. Whoop. I'm sorry if you can't see half this shit, but number one, I'm not a professional. Don't claim to be. And number two, this is free information. So if you don't like it, go to a professional. And now we'll use a screwdriver and tighten it up. And I'm not going too tight. Just nice and snug. Take my clippers. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now the second one, of course we haven't done anything with it at all. Let me make sure everything's... Now I'm going to snug everything up. I'm going to make sure it's fairly tight. Not overly tight, but fairly tight. Okay. Now we'll come back to this one and get it straightened out. Put the screwdriver back in, twist it. We're going to pull it out. I know you're not seeing half of what I'm doing here. It's really a fucking waste, isn't it? Point is to show you how easy it is to do these builds. But I pulled it out, raised it up, leveled it out, work with the other one. Starting to look a little bit better. Flip it over. Let's get a read on it. 0.21, no problems. Now I take my small needle nose and we'll go to work on getting these to glow properly. And how do I hold this so you can see what I'm doing here? Right now all I'm doing is pulsing. Hitting the switch, letting it pulse. I really wanted higher resistance. I was hoping for about a 5, but with this 22 gauge, first time I'm working with it, looks like I need probably 10 or 11 wraps. I don't know if that'll even fit in here, but it might. Alright, now get my ceramic tweezers. Now we start squeezing. No power to it right now. And let's see what we got. Not sure I like this 22 gauge wire. But it's firing okay. I've only got this set at 50 watts. Let me crank it up a little bit. Put it up at 80. Now let's see what we got. Wow. But they fire even. That's what we're looking at. Both sides are firing from the middle out. And they're firing at the same rate. Good. That's good. Alright, next thing you want to know about is how to wick the thing. So I'm going to show you. I should have cut some wick, which I didn't do. I'll get my scissors out. And I'm going to cut a piece of wick. As you can see, almost 3/4 of I mean a 1/2 inch wide. So I'm going to actually cut 3 here because I need 2 pieces anyway. Those are the 2 I'll use. This will get put back. And you can see I cut those pieces long ways on the cotton square, not short side, but long side. Now I'll take one side and I will very gently and easily peel it back. And I barely take a piece of cotton off there. Just a very thin strip. And here's the backing. Peel that off. Do that to both of these. No need to be in a hurry. Alright, now I'm just taking my cotton and very gently I'm rolling it. Fold it over, roll it right in the middle. Just roll it a couple of times in your fingers. And then slowly pull out while you're rolling it. All you want is a semblance of a circular piece of cotton. And we'll take this end because it's already kind of pointy and I'm just putting my fingers on it and squeezing the shit out of it, rolling it back and forth. You can see what I got there. Okay, now the tricky part. Showing you how I'm doing this. Just going to run it through. And I'm going to pull it. Now you can't see this on camera, but what I'm doing is I'm grabbing this end of the cotton and I'm twisting it. And I'm pulling on the other end at the same time. Let me see, maybe you can see some of this. I'm holding this short end and I'm twisting very tightly the larger end and I'm pulling at the same time. I'm pulling it through the coil. And I get it about 3/4 of the way through and then I roll it back. Pull it back, I should say. Okay. There's cotton now. Now, I was going to take this ring off, put the ring on second. Let's see if we can get it off. Probably not. No. Forgot about it. Alright, well, we'll just leave it on. Long video. Yeah, it's taking longer because I can't get the ring on. Well, shit. course, trying to do this on camera always makes it harder. Let me get it out here where you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting the ring on. And why can't I get it to go? There we go. Alright, the ring is on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to fold the cotton down and get an idea where I want to cut it. So I want it to come just below the lip of that ring, or just to the bottom of the ring. And I can see what that is by folding it back. And then I'm just going to cut it. Whoop. Right to that length. Boom. Done deal. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm trimming off some more cotton. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And try to get single cut. If you can see, I'm really on an angle. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see. But I'm really cutting this on an angle. Okay. Now I'm putting that down into the ring. And if you think this is tough to watch, keep in mind that for me it's tough to do. And then I'm going to have to watch this again to make sure that you can see something. So I'm going through a lot of trouble for you here, Zach. I hope you appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to remember to show you how this is juiced up without the cotton touching the air holes. Okay. Now hopefully I got to get some juice on these, which I'll get on after I get the other side in. But right now, you can, if you can see it, there's plenty of room between the cotton here and that. See my hand shaking there? Yeah, don't get old, man. Okay. Let's get the cotton off, the backing off here. Now once again I'm going to roll it, gentle, gentle but firm. Stretch it out, give it a little bit of a pull. Grab the end, you can see that. Squeeze the shit out of it. Roll it tight. And then we're going to put it in. I'm grabbing the bottom, twisting the shit out of it, and pulling it through. There we go, we got cotton in there. Now let's cut our cotton. And we want it right there. And again, you see I'm cutting this on an angle. I'm not cutting it straight up and down. So when this is cut, it's cut on an angle. Lay that over. Cut that. And put it down in there, keeping it away from the air slot, as you can see. Now I'm not jamming this cotton down in there. I'm putting it in nice and easy, no biggie. I've got all day to get it in, no rush. More important to make sure I get it right than to get it down in there. Alright. So there we go. So now, let's see here. I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to use the same juice that we had in there before. Remember, this is a flavor taste. I want to compare the difference between the coils you had and the coils that I just built. This is already 30 fucking minutes. Juice it up. Now, without trying to shoot this video, I can actually do this in probably 10 minutes, start to finish. But working, trying to get this on camera, not as easy as it looks, but I think you know that anyway. And that's my custard. And just a finishing touch that I put on there. Just go around it, make sure everything's down in there. And you can see there's a gap between the cotton. I hope you can see it. There is a gap between the cotton and the air slot. There's a fairly large gap actually on that side, and same thing on this side. Nothing touching, nothing near it. Just make sure I got enough juice on there. Don't want to burn your cotton. And let's see what we got. Vapors. That's really cranking it out too. Smells good. Can you smell that? That smells good. I know you didn't get that, but barbecuepitboys.com. Alright, we'll shut off the airflow. Figure out how to do it. There we go. Whoops. How do you do this? There we go. Airflow is shut off. Juice control is closed. Take the top off. You're not going to see this on camera. I think I'm taking this off. Something's turning. Okay. And we put the custard in there. Making damn sure we don't get any down into the chimney there.